final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will get first crack at it today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Takes a handoff. It's Barfield. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Davis will throw, and he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So UNLV's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Give to the running back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Davis looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On the ground, it's Sims. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. East Carolina opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Got a man. It's Reynolds. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Here comes the heat. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Rebels! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go with a direct snap. Spins away from the defender. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. To the air, it's Calandria. Makes the catch. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Rebels want to move quickly. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Catch in the middle, it's White. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking for room, it's Sims. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the big throw. Here he goes. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Davis will throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Oh, what a move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides the back on the option to give. Touchdown, Hawaii! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move and still couldn't get loose.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Firing to the right, complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And this one is perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab. It's Harris.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Warriors! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Washington State answered the bell away from Pullman today with an impressive victory. The Cougars knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team.
Back to pass, it's Calandria.
All that speculation all week, and now we know.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. They boot it away. He takes it at the 45. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. It's Harris. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Davis will throw quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Rebels will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Davis looking to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
UNLV 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Calandria. Makes a grab over the middle. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Gums. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Just enough time to get off one more snap.
First and goal, UNLV.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rebels offense is back on the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Gums. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
First down for the offense.
The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Right back to the well. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Davis will throw. Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That's reeled in. It's Reynolds. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Martin out of bounds.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch, it's Reynolds. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass on second down. Punts it out of the air. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quickly out to the tight end.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Pulls it in. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the right. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Sims. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. Makes his man miss. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Off play action on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Davis looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. Caught over the middle. It's Barfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Sims. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Rainbow Warriors will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it out. It's more. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Good timing on the quick out. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
At the 22-yard line. Second down coming up.
Leaves it with the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
At the 26-yard line. Good enough.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
At the 41-yard line. 1st down for the offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Gain of 5. Second down coming up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Rebels offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Gums. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.